What's up, guys? Welcome back to the Casual Critic YouTube channel. I'm happy to have you here today. We are doing my May favorites. If you haven't seen me do one of these videos before, it's basically each month, at the end of the month, I run through my favorite movies, books, songs, and TV shows that I watched that month, and I hopefully give you some good recommendations, and you can do the same with me and let me know what you were up to this month in the comments down below. So let's get right into it. I'm not here to waste your time or mine, sweetheart. We're doing our May favorites. We're going to do movies first. Now, this first movie that I'm going to talk about, I'm actually doing a review. It's going to come out, well, I've already done it, but it's coming out next Wednesday. So I'm not going to say my rating, but obviously, it's in my favorites, so it's rated very highly. It's actually my highest rated movie out of these that I have for May. I typically have a lot of movie favorites, like when I do these videos. I only have 3 this month, and it's not, I don't think it was that I didn't watch good movies. I just didn't watch a ton of movies. I'm trying to work on Breaking Bad. I'm watching that, so I've been doing that, and Obi-Wan Kenobi and all that shit, Stranger Things. So I only have 3 movies, but we'll get into this first one here. It's called Help. It came out in the UK, and you have to watch it illegally. At least I can't find anywhere to stream it just regularly. But it's got Jodie Comer in it, who is my favorite actress of all time by far. I love her, and I've been wanting to watch this movie forever. And I'm kind of a wuss, and I don't love to watch movies illegally. I know a lot of people do that, but I don't do that often. But I had to make an exception for this because I was so excited to watch it. It had some of my favorite performances ever in it. And like I said earlier, I'm not going to say my official rating because the review comes out next week, and you should just watch that video. But it was very, very good. I don't think it's my favorite I don't know. It's probably tied for my favorite Jodie Comer performance when she did Killing Eve, because I love that show. But anyway, which if you like Killing Eve, I did a review, and we can talk about the last season because it sucked ass, but that's on the channel. Next is Jackass. I've actually never seen Jackass. I've seen a lot of clips. I feel like everyone has seen at least like one clip of something from Jackass, but I've never sat down and actually watched a movie. And they put a bunch of Jackass movies on Netflix, so my friend came over, we smoked a little bit, we watched Jackass, and the first Jackass is so good, in my opinion. We watched Jackass 2.5 right after that, and it was just like, Jackass, the first one was very funny, and then Jackass 2.5 is just painful. Like, there's the one scene where the guy's on the bed of nails, and he's like, help me, I need to get off, and like, they're not getting him up because they're like, oh, it's funny, yeah. I didn't like 2.5, but the first one was very funny. The first like 20 minutes of the first Jackass, we could not stop laughing. I literally had to pause it and calm down because I could not breathe, and I was trying to eat a pizza. So yeah, Jackass, the first one I gave a 4 out of 5. Next, we have The Lighthouse. This is actually my final movie in this list. Like I said in my other videos, the movie list is so long, and it's just 3 movies, and I'm sorry. But the last one here is The Lighthouse, which we did a watch party on the channel. If you want to watch The Lighthouse with me, you can. You just need to, like, pull up the movie and then pull up my video in another tab or whatever. And we can watch The Lighthouse together. But I watched it on the channel. It's very good. I think it might be my favorite Robert Eggers movie. I don't know. It's not The Northman. I liked The Northman. But it's definitely between The Lighthouse and The Witch. I really like The Witch, but there's just something about The Lighthouse. I don't know. Overall, I gave it a 4.5 out of 5. I absolutely love that movie. Then let's get into the shows. I mentioned this earlier. I'm watching Breaking Bad. Never seen it. I know I'm very late on that. Everyone's seen Breaking Bad by now. I'm on season 4. I'm like halfway maybe into season 4. I'll do a review when I finish the whole thing, and then I'll probably start on Better Call Saul because I really like it. I'm not gonna like give it an official rating just because I haven't finished it, but I'm churning through it pretty good. And yeah, I'll do a video when I'm done, but that's definitely one of my favorite shows this month. That's what I've been mainly watching as far as TV shows. And then Obi-Wan Kenobi came out last Friday. Yeah, last Friday. The first 2 episodes are out. I'm not going to rate it because all the episodes aren't even out yet, but I really like the show. I've been seeing people say that the characters aren't good. It's Obi-Wan Kenobi. Isn't he like the most, well, I don't know, Han Solo, but he's like one of the most lovable characters in all of Star Wars. Like, everyone loves Obi-Wan Kenobi. How can you not? And I honestly think the show is put together very well. I'm excited to see where it goes. I hate that Disney, I know that they're like, well, we can't binge it because you just need to take it in or whatever, one episode at a time. Fuck that, dude. I want to binge it, especially Obi-Wan Kenobi. It's so good, and I'm disappointed that there's not more episodes out right now, and I have to wait 4 weeks in total because I think there's 2 episodes out, 6 episodes in total, so that's another month until the whole thing is completely out. But I'm going to watch them as they come out. Typically, I like to binge watch stuff, but with Disney Plus, you can't. But I really like Obi-Wan Kenobi. I think the story's really cool. The acting is so much better than the prequels. The writing is so much better than the prequels. There's a couple of characters, obviously besides Obi-Wan Kenobi, he's definitely in the prequels, we know that. But there's a couple more minor characters like Senator Organa. Yeah, Organa is how you say that. I was just making sure. But his acting is way better than in the prequels. And there's another person that I cannot fucking remember. I keep forgetting because I've talked about the show to like 5 different people. And there's another person in the prequels that's in this, besides Obi-Wan and besides the Senator, that their acting is just so much better. And I think it's important because, like, people are going to have different opinions based on what kind of Star Wars fan they are. I'm more of a casual Star Wars fan. I don't know all the shit that goes down. I have not seen all the TV shows, the anime TV shows. Apparently, some stuff happened in another TV show that's like, they are not, the different stuff is happening. Lore and all that stuff, I don't know. I just like the show. And I'm not going to rate it because it's not out. And then the next one, we have books. I've only got one. I mean, I typically read like 2 to 4 books a month, depending on how big they are. So there's only one book in this category. But it's The 5 People You Meet in Heaven by Mitch Albom, I believe is his name. I don't have it written here in my notes. Which I know is probably like a weird choice for me, The 5 People You Meet in Heaven. I really like that author. He did Tuesdays with Morrie, which is iconic. A lot of people have read it. A lot of people know about it. His books are just really easy to read. They're short and sweet. You can probably get through them in 2 days. Like, you could probably, I mean, you could sit down and read the whole thing if you wanted to. But if you're just more casually reading it, probably a couple days. But his writing style is just simple, gets to the point, but it's also like, what's the word? It's like making you think about life and stuff. It's just like lessons and shit. I don't know. I feel like he's a very wise man. So overall, I gave that book a 4 out of 5. I think it only took me like 3 days or so to read, but I wasn't reading it like a ton at a time. But it's very good. If you're looking for like a short book, because I try to read short books in between my longer books, because if I just read 600-page books over and over, I'm going to get burnt out. So I need a couple of easier reads, and that's a good one if you're looking for something similar. And now we have songs. I think I pride myself on my song recommendations, to be honest. I feel like I have very good taste in music. And we got a couple of really anticipated, very big albums this month. We had Harry's House, Harry Styles, of course, you knew that. And then Florence and the Machine. I don't know if hers was as anticipated, to be honest. I don't really follow her as much, but I think I'm definitely going to after her new album. I think it came out on May the 13th. And I'm definitely going to be following her from now on. I mean, I liked her stuff before. I just wasn't, like, actively following when she was releasing music. But after this most recent album, I love her to death. I want to see her live so bad, and I can't. But these are my most listened to. Well, they're not technically my most listened to, but they're my most, I don't know, liked songs this month. I don't know. I guess some of these are my most listened to for sure, especially the Florence and the Machine ones. So we have, these are from Florence and the Machine's new album, Free and Choreomania, choreography, because it's talking about dancing, Choreomania, I guess that's how you say it. Free is the second song on the album, Choreomania is the third song on the album. I cannot stop listening to these. It's kind of a problem, like it's kind of too much. I just listen to them constantly. I listen to the whole album that Florence put out. It's a banger. There's only one song on that whole thing that I don't absolutely love. Everything else is fantastic. This is honestly one of my favorite albums of all time, which is surprising because it just came out, and I feel like that's weird that that's one of my favorites now of all time. I'm actually going to do my favorite albums of all time video semi soon. Sometime this month I'm gonna do my favorite albums, and this is definitely gonna be on it. But those are a couple songs off that new album, and then Satellite off of Harry's House, obviously by Harry's. I was gonna say obviously by Harry's House, duh. Obviously by Harry Styles. I did a Harry's House review. If you want to go check that out, it's in the list of videos on the channel. But I don't love this album as much as I love his first two. However, Satellite off this album is one of my favorite songs that Harry has ever done. I love it. The ending makes me want to vomit. I love it. And then Big Mike's by Dijon. I cannot say his name without giving it a little French accent. Okay, I just cannot do it. But I recommended some of his other songs off this same album that Big Mike's is on a couple months ago in a favorites video. The more I listen to this album and find new songs that I haven't heard yet, the more I love it. It's a great album. Big Mike's. It's a slow song. I kind of want it to be played at my wedding. Oh my God. I don't know. I'm not getting married anytime soon. But anyway, love that one as well. I'm going to fart. What if I just shit myself? Anyway, last song. I don't know exactly how to say this. It's Eperdu. It's Eperdu. Sorry, my camera stops recording at like 12 minutes for some reason. I don't know why. If y'all know how to fix that, please let me know. I would love to fix that. So anyway, that's what I was up to in May. That's what I watched, read, listened to, yada, yada, yada. If you have any recommendations for me as far as songs, movies, books, whatever you got, please leave them in the comment section down below, and be sure to subscribe to this YouTube channel. It would help me out a lot, and give this video a thumbs up. And also in the description box, you will find my Twitter, my TikTok, and my Instagram. Be sure to follow me on all those social media platforms, especially my Instagram. There's a lot of sneak peeks. You get to see what videos are coming out that week, and I just do a lot of stuff on my Instagram. It's kind of cool. So that's at @thecasualcritic_, or you can just click the link in the description box below. So thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Thanks.